Hello guys, and welcome back to Dark Souls 2. My name's T-Strat, and today we're going to be going through the Cardinal's Tower and kind of finishing up the Forest of the Fallen Giants. We got a couple bosses to kill today, so let's get started. Before anything else, I do have 24,000 souls from that one and the one summon help. So let's just go back to Majula and see what we can do about that. Alright, so first off,
is that a shard you found?
we do have a shard from the last episode.
Here, to see light, however
And so we can upgrade that, give us another use. We'll be finding another shard really quick here too. We also have the key for this guy, so we can open his door. And this is his shop. He'll be in here for the rest of the game, and he does cool like weapon repairs and stuff, so that's nice. Trying to think of, oh, I know, let's go buy some of those rings I was talking about. I could just use them on level ups, use the souls on leveling up, but this early in the game, it's not that important, and we're gonna get basically the same number of souls when we defeat the boss in our own world. So.
Oh, who are you again? No, I'm not serious. You do have a rather pleasant scent. The type I'm quite fond of.
Okay, so she's got some nice rings. Mainly this one reduces damage from falling. So when we wear this, we won't take as much damage from falling down. So that's nice. Absorb HP from each defeated foe. That's kind of easier to be detected by enemies. Now this seems kind of bad because you're like, why would I want to be detected by enemies? Well, you know, if you have a follower, an NPC, and you don't want them to die during your fights or whatever, you can wear this and things will focus you instead of your follower. This one I think helps you connect with other people easier, so if like you have a friend, you can wear these rings and like it'll be easier for you to find each other. And this one can hear the voices of foes. We'll pick this up for, it's a ring that we'll use later on. We'll just pick it up right now, just because we have the extra,
I'll be around.
the extra cash on us. Now if we go here, you'll notice he used to be sitting on the floor, but now he moved up here. So let's see what's up.
Oh, I was hoping that you would come. I've stocked some new things and I thought that you might be interested. They've been selling rather well, and I may step up operations soon. I'm surprising even myself, to be honest.
Well, there you go. So we gave him a little boost, and he's able to kind of get out from the slump he was in. He also sells a little bit more stuff. So he's got this Elite Knight armor set. It's just like a step up of the I think the regular knight set or whatever. But yeah. So this one's a nice set for, but it's a little heavier. He's also got the Royal Soldier stuff, which is the people we're fighting right now. So that's kind of cool. He's making his way.
Did I mention before that, well, I'm not from these parts. I was on a journey and somehow ended up here.
Seems to be the main thing of the whole thing. The main thing of the game.
Over time, things started to turn my way. Yeah, I've got a good few regulars now. They're all strangely desperate and quite willing to pay a premium. Sadly, some of them never come back, but I try not to think about it. Always open for business.
So yeah, he basically just, you know, he didn't know why, but he ended up here, just like everybody else. And the thing is, the more you talk to him, the more you realize he's actually going hollow, and he's losing part of his memories and stuff. Let's see.
Seek souls. Seek lest this land.
I want to see what we can level up here. So I was thinking about what kind of a build I want to do. And remember I said that this is really a nice start because we have int and faith are pretty even. But they're also not very high. So like, at least they're not like 1 faith or something, but you know, it's definitely not meant to be a caster build right now, but we can always make it one. And I was thinking about doing a hex build because I haven't done that yet. I've done the regular like shield and sword build. That's what I'm comfortable with. I did a really heavy weapon build, and that was fun. And I'd done a little bit of a mage build, but not too much. But I wasn't very good at it. But I'm thinking a hex build might be kind of interesting. I haven't done that yet. So, I'm trying to think. I could get these both to 8, which I believe lets me talk to the merchant for hexing. And I'll just pump vigor up a bit. We'll also need to raise our attunement to get to level 10 so that we can actually equip a spell, because if you look, we don't have a attunement slot for spells. It's 0, so yeah. No big deal though. So we'll go back to the Forest of Fallen Giants. This explains the soapstone. And we'll head down this hole, and actually I just want to double check to make sure. Yeah, I'm going to equip these fire bombs because we'll need them in a second. Oh gosh. I didn't mean to fall there. Great start. Oop. So right now I have that the flame longsword equipped. I can 2 or 3 shot enemies, which is pretty good. You just want to kind of keep them away from you. That door is locked. This one is like the other door, but you see it's not like it's not kind of broken down, so we can't break that. This way there's a gate there that's locked, so we'll have to go this way. The game does this. It kind of streamlines certain areas so that you do have to go in a linear progression, but it's also where once you go through it, they open up shortcuts to get there faster and stuff. So here we can, oh, I messed up. Drop down on this guy, take care of him. There's a guy in here, take care of him. Now normally, like, if you just want to go through this area, you'll just run up this tree here and it'll go to the roof of that. But there's something we want to do in this zone, so we'll drop down here, take care of this guy real fast. Okay, so if we need to get back, you can just go back like, whoop, like that. But what we want is kind of over there on the other side of this ruined building. So I'm gonna actually, we haven't equipped any of our rings, so I wanna, oh geez, I'm getting shot at. I wanna do that right now. And we'll put on the blue seal just because it gives us a little bit of HP, but it also might summon us to other worlds, so we'll see. I've actually never been summoned as a blue sentinel, or blue sentinel. Could be kind of cool. Ugh. 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 It hurts. Oh. Alright, so that archer can't shoot us when we're over here, and I should never take my eye off the enemy. I've already used 2 of my 3 shards. Oh. Oop. And there's the 3rd one. Alright, so down here, if you want, there is a, I believe a Titanite shard? Yeah. So if you need extra shards, you could always use some. Problem is that there's no way to get that way, so you have to come over here again. A lot of this is like you have to go through the same thing really quick, because it just there's no like multiple ways to get somewhere. It's pretty linear. All right, so then there's this guy. You want to bait out a shot, hop over, and then take care of him. We'll take care of the archer soon enough. I'm gonna scratch my nose real quick and dodge the boulder. Trap ahead, therefore composure required ahead. So, funny story about that. When I first came here, like I didn't know about that boulder, and I had stopped because I did actually have an itch, and like as I was scratching like my nose, the that boulder rolled by and it scared the crap out of me. You don't want to get hit by that thing. It'll hurt. This is an NPC. Do not attack him.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just daydreaming, I think. My name is Kale. I'm a traveler, like yourself. I'm navigating the continent to create a map. Why cartography, you ask? Well, that's a good question. When I first came to this forsaken land, it was a curse? Something about a curse. How embarrassing. I seem to have lost my focus. But I do know one thing for certain. I have always been very fond of maps.
So you see here, he's kind of losing his memories and stuff, and that's part of the thing that's the curse is affecting. He's a cartographer, so what the heck is he doing in the middle of a cave? Something to think about.
I came to this land some time ago. Drangleic, the Lost Kingdom. It sounded so romantic. Have you seen Majula? Oh, there's a rather spacious mansion there. I've made it my temporary home. Well, as something of a squatter, I'm afraid. Inside the mansion, I found a strange map, like none I'd ever seen. I believe that it's a map of Drangleic. Now I'm traveling the land to prove it. Yes, that's it. That's why I came to the kingdom. Wait. No. That wasn't it. Then what? I don't seem to recall.
Yeah, so he thought for a second that he came to Drangleic to prove that a map in Drangleic was of Drangleic, so it didn't really make sense. And he's realizing that, which is kind of sad.
Were you looking for that map?
I guess.
Wonderful. Then you're fascinated by maps, just like me.
Let's not go that far.
Shame on you. You should have told me before. Here, take this. A key to the mansion.
And boom, like that, he just gives us his house key. He keeps saying mansion. It's not really a mansion. It is the biggest place there, though.
Kindred spirit out here. Incredible, really, isn't it? Such a map to be chiseled in stone. Oh, but one thing. I would not venture deep into the mansion. I can't be certain, but I've heard disturbing noises. Something about it feels wrong. Just be careful, please.
Alright, so he's letting us into his house, but he's also warning us that there's something not right about it. So, we'll go check that out later. But for right now, it's time to get some revenge on this archer. Revenge. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, yeah. Hit me on that one. like I said before, you know, like there seems to always be a way to get to these enemies, and did that guy just, okay. Weird, like, that he would fall there. Friend ahead then key, I think he's talking about that guy. Alright, so now we're up here, and if you notice something real quick, I didn't notice this before, and then it came up in other areas. They're facing the other way, right? But I had to come up this way, so why are they facing that way? Something to think about. Oop, couldn't quite. Alright, so before, you know, I climbed up here and showed you guys the pursuer fight when I was with the other group of people. You know, as people put down their signs here because they want to help with this fight. I personally, I would do this if you feel comfortable fighting the pursuer. However, we're not going to do it because I want to show you guys the boss fight. So in the actual boss room. So here's a clip of how you could actually do that fight, and afterwards, like we'll continue on. But this is on the other character that I had. I've made them come all the way here to show you guys this boss fight. So check it out. And we're back. This is on my other character. I'm doing some post-com on this. So yeah, what I'm gonna do here, I believe, is I'm gonna equip one of the swords I have. I picked this one up, a foot soldier sword. It's slightly better than my short sword or my falchion or something. I can't pronounce that word. The reason I'm doing that is because I have this gold pine resin that I picked up at the beginning of the game, if you remember. And what I'm gonna do is enchant my sword with some lightning. So here's the pursuer. He's coming in on his giant eagle, and I put the gold pine resin on my sword there, so I get that lightning effect, which should increase the damage I'm doing here. Now, the point of this fight is to not get hit. Like, it's just a battle of who can not get hit the longest, and if you don't get hit and he gets hit, eventually you'll win. So you just want to keep dodging and kind of bait out some of his attacks. You can pretty much punish any of his attacks. That one especially. Like, if he does that to you, you want to just beat the crap out of him for it. Anytime he does 3 hits, there you go, I got 2 hits off there. So I mean, do not get hit by that. When his sword glows like that, it's unblockable. 2, it'll curse you and make you turn hollow. And 3, it'll actually power him up. So don't do any of that. So far, like, I've got him pretty much to half health on this, and I haven't been hit yet. You saw there, I hit his shield and it only did like 13 damage. So you know, where you hit him actually matters. And you just want to keep dodging. There, I thought I maybe could have gotten away without rolling, and I was wrong. So from this point, I pretty much just I had a little like brain fart, and I just was really bad at playing for a while. Like, I'm still doing okay, but like there I got clipped, and at this point I was like, come on game, don't be like that to me, you know. There I got hit again because I tried to heal at a bad time. So then here, my health's actually going back up, but I didn't realize that. I thought my left hand might have expired. Luckily, he didn't actually whack me with that, because that would have been kind of bad. So I'm just picking bad times to heal up, and that kind of cost me a couple seconds here of finishing must. There, I don't even know. I just didn't even roll. Yeah. Like, things like that, and then of course I try to heal, but the pursuer is a really fast guy. Do not mistake the fact that, you know, if he does something, like, he will just whack you immediately. there I learned my lesson. This is the point where I'm like, alright, gotta play serious. You know, and trying my hardest not to get hit. I missed my hit there. Whenever he does that roll, I just love it because it's so easy to beat the crap out of him. I staggered him a bit there too, I think. There you go. Just anytime he does a thing with his shield up, I just love it because I can just roll right behind him. I rolled a bit early there, but it didn't matter. Once again, I got clipped even though I rolled. It kind of just... yeah. I don't think I have any Estus at this point. Or maybe if I do, I don't. I like using life gems, but... could... you know... basically, if you don't have Estus, even though you should, because the bonfire, as I showed in... as I'll show in my video, is like right by this place. But if you don't have Estus, you know, you can stock up on life gems, and it's not that bad. Now, if you notice, my damage output's been so much reduced since my lightning expired. It's gone down by about, I think, about 50. I'm only doing about 60 hit. And then here, my sword's about to break, so I decided to switch. But because I was switching in that animation, I couldn't roll, and he gets me for it. So that was kind of cheap, I thought. But, you know, this is how long the fight's been going on, though, is that my sword's actually breaking. And there again, I shouldn't actually have used the life gem because my health was still going up from the previous life gem. So just things to help myself improve. Yeah, anyway. Alright. And that is that fight. So if you notice, I actually got a whole lot of souls for him. Basically, when I helped out the other guy, I got the same number of souls. So definitely do this fight. Alright. And we're back. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. We're going to keep going on with this character, though. This character hasn't quite gone through that boss fight in the same way. Okay, so see these barrels here are actually explosive barrels. We'll take care of them in a second. Be careful with this sword because it is a fire weapon and that will activate those barrels. But we also have fire bombs. Look at that. Giant hole in the wall. So while we're here, refresh our stock of Estus flasks. And we'll go back out. So one thing to note, remember I just killed that guy. But when you use bonfires, all the enemies respawn up to a total of, I believe, like 12 to 15 times. Something like that. Oop. It was worth it to take out the shield guy. You could just sit up here and the shield guy aggroes first. So you could just wait up here for the shield guy to come. And then go take out the guy with the pike, but eh. Drop down here because ladders are for wimps. Okay, so we saw this room before, but basically, see those ballista? This is a trap. So you get over here, they aim, fire, and then they all try to come out and kill you. So. Oop. And there they are. So if you can, take out as many as you can before they all come out at the same time. Because once all three are together, or four, sorry, all four are together, that's a really hard fight. So we got a spell, the Great Soul Arrow, which is a, you know, generic spell for the sorcerer class. Alright, and then this is that trap that I was sitting on the ladder because I knew it was either going to be one of two things. It's either going to be poison or those arrows. If it's the arrows, we're just going to block them, right? If it's the poison, we'll have to roll back and escape it. So we'll see. And it's the poison. So there you go. Here is a ferrous lockstone contraption. We don't have any lockstones in our inventory, but we'll definitely get one and come back. So this door's locked, so you want to make some noise, and hopefully, yep, that guy's gonna open it. Hi. And there you go. There's one more guy in here. Oop. Oh, come on. Come on. Oh, gosh. I should have used some souls on that ferrous lockstone that Melintia had, but I wasn't thinking. We'll come back. I'll show you guys what's in there. There's a really good like ring in there that's kind of nice, but it's also not like needed. We just picked up the where is it? The life ring raises maximum HP. So it goes up from 800 to 845. Not a big deal, but you know, health is health. I did use all of my fire bombs. It doesn't matter. Let's talk to this guy.
Hello there. Traveling all alone in these treacherous times. Well, I hope you have a very good reason. Oh, hogwash. Who am I to judge? My name is Pate. I journey hither and thither on a sort of treasure hunt, you might call it. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself. Oh yes, you be cautious if you go any farther. There's treasure in there for certain, but the entrance locks from behind. I saw the same design earlier, and it's the same contraption, I'm sure. I was with this warrior, you see, and he insisted that he go inside first. The rather brusque fellow tried to swipe the loot for himself, but it trapped him inside. I still have the gent's ring. I do hope he wasn't harmed. I'll leave this one to you.
Alright, so basically once you enter here, this gate will close behind us. So, yeah, let's do it. So you see, it hasn't quite closed yet. There it goes. Now we're stuck in here basically until we either die or we clear the area. So let's clear the area. There's a trio that will come around this corner. I like to surprise one of them. Take care of the shield guy if we can. Oop. Oh gosh, I walked right into that last hit of that guy. Alright. You can also pull them back out there, and there's a little bit more room to run over there, so if you want, that's a viable option. Here we'll pick up some aromatic ooze, and supposedly that's the treasure you're seeking, but there's also an invisible door right there, so if you want, there's that. Ow. Ow. Headshots with arrows will stagger you. So you don't want to get headshot with arrows, basically. There we go. And we'll take care of this guy. Awesome. That's all there is to that. I took too many hits, but it's not that difficult. So you go up to this wall, you press A, which is the interact button, and there's a chest back here. It's got the sorcerer's staff in it. So basically, in order to use spells, you need a catalyst, and the staff is the catalyst for most just ordinary spells. So alright, so Pate's down there, and there's also this way. We can't quite get up there yet though, so we'll have to go down here. And basically, like, we were in there, it's locked, you get up here, and then suddenly you're like, oh, I'm back on this side.
Well, I see you managed to escape. I hope that brave warrior didn't come a cropper either. Be careful out there. There's talk of unsavory bandits who prey upon travelers like yourself.
Well, thank you.
Oh, but you should take this.
Now this is the white soapstone. It's like our
Allows
small
undead to
one,
call out
but
a
it's better.
help to one another across the fissures between worlds. With luck, somebody will lend you a hand.
It's funny that it says somebody will lend us a hand, because it's actually a tool for us to lend them a hand. So interesting talk. It's a little bigger. It'll let you last longer in worlds, so it's better for like clearing out whole areas.
Well, I see you. I hope that brave be careful.
Yeah. Alright. So next up, there's this guy and those two guys up there, but we're just going to ignore them real fast. Come this way. Kill this guy. And if you look here, here is a giant. Alas, nothing happened. He has died and since turned into a tree. And we'll be seeing more about the giants later. But you can see that there's his feet and stuff. This place is so rich with lore. It's actually kind of amazing. I watched a like a lore guide on this because there's so much in the game, and some of the storyline is pretty crazy. But basically, King Vendrick, he went across the sea to face some giants. I just found a crossbow. That's what I'm switching to right now. Let's take out this one. So it says I'm unable to use the item effectively because it requires 13 strength. But once again, 13 strength just means that I can dual wield it, and it'll still work. Anyway, King Vendrick, he went across the sea to fight the giants, and basically, we'll get to this later in the game, but he was able to kind of defeat the giants over at their own house, and took some sort of like technology from them. Later on, they didn't appreciate that, because nobody appreciates, you know, getting invaded. So they came back and they fought King Vendrick here. So there was this other war that was basically like the giants' retaliation. Now there's a guy down there. There he is. So we can. Nope. Ow, ow. It hurts. If he gets off his whole combo on you, that'll take out pretty much all of your health. So, alright, we got a firebomb. Sweet, that's what I wanted. That was lucky. I didn't mean to use all of my firebombs earlier, but now I can show you the easy way to deal with this next guy. Save some time. So if you want to fall, I have the cat's eye, so falling damage doesn't really hurt, but you can fall into this thing and it shouldn't hurt at all. Alright, see those barrels? Normal, explosive, and firebombs. And I basically just took out like most of this guy's health. Oh. Not all of it though, so you gotta still be careful. And I shouldn't have taken a hit there, but I got greedy. Now, for some reason I like using life gems over my Estus. I don't know. It just looks cooler to me when you pop a orb. Hey, buddy. 2, 3. Stab. Stab. How about you? 2, 3. Stab. Stab. Once you learn like enemies' combinations and stuff, you can kind of predict their moves. Oh, come on. There we go. Remember, if there's a dead guy, but he doesn't have an item like this, more than likely he's gonna stand up. Alright, so we do have this crossbow, so let's use it and grab this guy. If you look, he's standing on a stone sword that is stuck in the side of this hill. Hello, swordsman. Alright. Now this is one of the coolest parts of the game. Like, look at this. Just walking up to grab this sword here. Or to grab the item. It's a halberd on the sword. Look at that. So there's the guy who's missing an arm. Is this not one of the coolest things? That guy's missing a head, which I think is right there or something. But yeah, this is one of the coolest places, I think. Majula is over that way, I believe. Yeah. Yep. It's a cool, nifty place. There's another one of those doors that we can't open yet. Now, whenever you see a fog gate, it's either one of two things. You're either entering another area or a boss zone. In this case, it was just another area. These guys, these little bugs, they are some bugs that drop like titanite stuff. So it's always good to try to kill these. They run from you though, so I like to snipe them out from range after I lock on. I find it easy. Once again, looks dead, doesn't have an item. He's gonna stand up eventually. Alright, and basically with that we've pretty much cleared the area right before the boss fight. So I opened this door from this side, it couldn't open from the other side. And because I went in the fire, the bonfire, those guys respawned, so. Now I also have 4,000, so I'm gonna buy a lockstone from her. After you spend a certain amount of money with her, she'll actually give you a really nice item. So I might be able to show that later. So here's what I was talking about before. You can actually just pull him and then kind of attack him on your own. Oop. I hit by all three of those. Playing so bad. There we go. I just wanted to show this. These guys all respawn. Sometimes you can actually get them to hit their buddy, which is kind of awesome. Oh gosh. That was bad. That was bad. Okay, this could possibly be a problem. There's a lot of these guys here coming out. 3. Let's kill this guy. Whoop. Come on, Daggett. So like I said, it's kind of hard when they're all attacking you at once. So if you take one or two of them out, the fight becomes a lot easier. So even still, I got hit. Are these guys gonna come out and fight me? Yeah, they are. Okay. So probably best if you take care of these guys. Oh, jeez, really? Take care of these guys before. I'm sorry. If you grab the lockstone before you come in here to take care of these guys, because like you don't want them attacking you while you're doing stuff. So here's that contraption. We use the lockstone. And a blue light appears. A titanite slab. That's really useful. And it's amazing that they give it to you early in the game. And a chloranthy ring. So the chloranthy ring... let's take this one. It recovers stamina recovery speed. Raises... I can't talk. Okay. So stamina, you know, if you swing your sword and you extend all your stamina and you can't swing anymore, so... Now, it recovers, and the rate at which it recovers is now increased. So we'll be able to, you know, dodge and do all our stuff again pretty quick. Now, I could go back through there and defeat the Ironclad again and all that stuff, but I've already opened the path over here, so I'm just gonna go over here. And it's so weird whenever, like, there's like a ragdoll that just falls in front of me. It kind of freaks me out. Alright. Okay. So let's pick up this thing. Fire arrows. Except we're using a crossbow, so that doesn't really help. We might switch to a bow later. We do have a high dexterity on this character, so bows are actually useful. Crossbows are made for strength characters and people who don't have the dexterity in order to wield crossbow or regular bows. There's this guy who's trying to attack you. Alright, and so if you look here, there's this summon sign, right? And we saw all the other ones, but this is mild-mannered Pate. If you remember, we talked to Pate. So let's summon him, and he'll help us for this boss fight. Hello, Pate. How's it going? And if you see a summon sign before Foggate, there's the boss, basically. Let's check it out. So this guy is the last giant, and he's the first boss that you will fight in this game. Now, to make it easier, we do have a summon, so we can let him help us during this fight. So basically, you'll want to just poke him out while he's fighting the other guy, and just keep stabbing at his legs. If you see, he just ripped off one of his arms, and now he's going to use it as a club. This is kind of his halfway point of the second stage thing. Try your best to not get hit by those, like I just did. You definitely don't get hit by that. And that's really all there is to that fight. There's not anything crazy. You dodge his branches, you avoid his legs, and it should be pretty easy. So we got the soul of the last giant and the soldier key, and that about wraps it up for this episode. So I want to thank you guys for watching, and if you liked the video, please like the video and all that nice stuff, and I will see you guys in the next one. Later.